Game Pass and accessories among PC gamers. So as you can see, this is the members of my team. So this one is me, Lee Jaemin, and Doanta Nguyen, and Nicolas from Russia. It's quite difficult to pronounce it. Gao Xunyuan and Zhang Yujing. Okay, next slide. This is a table of contents of what we will cover today. And to support our proposal, we conducted both internal and external analysis to using the key framework, and we also studied competitors and consumer profiles to better understand the market landscape and China's gamers' behaviors. Now let's move on to the external analysis.
Thank you. So let's take a look at the external analysis. So we identified 5 core findings based on Besto and Porterfield force that influence our recommendation. The first one is nowadays the sharing economy is a great hit in China, and also it impacts the economic growth, and bike sharing is an example. About social aspect, we found that 46% of Chinese actively engage in games, with female gamer comprising 30%, and the average age is 35. About legal, so China is quite famous for its strict rules to limit gaming for under 18 to a limited hours within the specific time frame. As you can see that for children under 18, they cannot play games from 10 p.m. to like 8 a.m. And another one is the gaming industry in China, mostly dominated by PC and mobile gaming with strong local competitors. And the final one is Chinese consumer. They have a low brand loyalty as they prioritize the quality, and nowadays they support their local brands more than foreigners. So in overall, China is a potential market with a good economy, good technology, and good sociological. But like for export, they might get some challenges because their environmental, their legal, and especially the political may set them some significant challenge. And for the gaming industry specifically, export may face with the high buyer power and the threat of substitution. On the other hand, like positively strict regulation leads to the low threat of new entrants, and export can possess its resource and networks for competitive advantage. And now we will go to internal analysis by Nicolas.
Thank you. So now we're going to talk about the fair IAM framework. It consists of valuable, rarely inimitable, and non-substitutable. So these are the key resources that help Xbox to gain the competitive, sustainable advantage. The first one is the Xbox Live and Cloud Game Network. It offers super smooth gaming experience and also a very stable gaming experience. The next one, exclusive games such as Halo, Forza, and also the game that is happening is Black Myth Wukong, if you guys know. It could help to gain new customers and also make them loyal to us because the game is exclusive. And also not to mention the global brand value and reputations, because it has big reputations for Xbox and Microsoft itself. They can easily enter the market because it could be a big investment to China. The next one is the partnership with global businesses and governments. With partnership with global businesses and governments, they could stay stable and also easily enter the market. The last one is cooperations with game developers and publishers. By cooperate with the game developers, they can create new content, they can create new tag and everything, and the publishers to publish. Next slide, please. The next one we're going to talk about the SWOT analysis, which has been covered by Lara previous. So the strength for the Xbox is the wide network with customers, partners, and governments around the world because it has big reputations. The next one is the synergy of powerful first-party studios and Game Pass. The Game Pass model is very wonderful. And the last one is outstanding cross-platform play support with Microsoft. The next one is the weakness. Over time, it has Xbox hardware sales are reducing, and also the high cost, because to make a good technology, it requires a lot of cost. The next one is the threats. Political relationships between China and the US is complicated and unpredictable. It may lead to unexpected regulations. As you can see today, it has the tariff wars around the world, especially with China and the US. So I think, in my opinion, it's quite risky for entering China markets nowadays. Maybe you have to wait for the final decisions, which it will help in July. Okay, next one is the growth of local market is very speedy. As you can see, China economy is growing very fast. So you can expect a lot of competitors will fight against the Xbox industry, the gaming industry. And also, the environment may be a big concern as China hasn't solved it effectively. The last one is the opportunities. Promoting Game Pass for mobile and PC games. Even though Xbox focuses on controller, maybe they could improve more on PC and mobile, because the majority of people in China actually play games from mobile and PC. Big consumer base for gaming industry. You can expect, because China have a big populations. And the last one is the hands-on experience with technologies such as augmented reality and virtual reality. This could be an opportunities because everything is metaverse now. It's changing. The technology industry is might be changing to VR. So my suggestion is like, the Ray-Ban glasses. Maybe you can connect or partnerships with them, and maybe they can play paddle, or maybe even tennis on the glasses itself. Next slide, please. Now I'm going to talk about the competitor analysis. So we have two mapping, as you can see. So I'm going to talk about the left one first. It has two dimensions, which is price of games and the degree of service offered. Xbox and PlayStation are the biggest rival because they're in the same industry, mostly focused on consoles. The price of games of Xbox and PlayStation are almost the same, I'll say, and also the games, they have limited service offered to the customers. Why? Because in China, if you're from the outside of China and you are entering the gaming industry, they will restrict the games. So you cannot fully expect you can play the games that you made before. Steam also have limited degree of service offered, which I have mentioned. They restrict the games policy, but the price of games, it's not really high because they have free-to-play games and also pay-to-play games. Tencent, which is the biggest gaming industry in China, I suppose, is number one. It has free-to-play games. It's a very big company, followed by MiHoYo and Nintendo Switch. Now I'm going to talk about the price of accessories in the product line breadth. Xbox and PlayStation have a very high price of accessories compared to FlyDigi, Nintendo Switch, and Dolby technology, because they are mainly focused on the quality and also the specialty of the product. FlyDigi itself is a controller-based company, so it offers like accessories to the customers. And the target market is for Xbox and PlayStation's customers. The next one is the Nintendo Switch. It's quite narrow, moderate, and the price is not really high because it's a small things. And the last one is the Dolby technology. It offers like a huge amount of products because they target mostly for all technology, so it's not only for the games. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you guys. let's move on to the desk research of the consumer profiling part. From the data, we can see that there are around 720 million gamers in China, and with a huge population base, most of them watch the live streaming and play in the electronic sport games. And the number of female gamers is almost as same as male. And at the close of 2022, there are around 322 million PC gamers in China, nearly half of the gamers, which show the power of the PC games. However, the mobile games become much more famous nowadays. It is quite convenient for people to carry the mobile equipment outside compared with the laptop. And China also was the first country to launch the mobile adaptations of the popular PC titles. And the mobile users prove that the PC game can thrive on mobile. So there are some changing in the customer preference now. And we can see that from the data, the majority of Chinese mobile gamers is aged from 19 to 30, and nearly half of them play 1 to 3 hours per day. And so we decided to focus on the age group from 19 to 25 with 3 different types of Chinese interviewees: the non-gamers, the gamers who don't play Xbox, and the Xbox gamers, to see their characteristics and behavior, or to discover their perspectives on the gamepads and accessories. Next slide, please. Yes. And for the interview question, we target 3 different types of people, and also design the 3 different types of questions accordingly. And during the interview, we asked so many questions, but now we have selected some meaningful, special, unique questions to showcase. For the non-gamers, we are trying to find out how much they will know about the Microsoft and the Xbox, and also they are willing to try the new aspect of the Xbox related services. For the gamers, we are trying to know their preference of the games, and also the opinion towards Xbox, and also the reason they choose the other game platform. So for the Xbox gamers, we want to know their brand loyalty, and also the factors that will include them to buy the accessories. Also some suggestions for them to the Xbox related services. Yes. And then more to the Eugene's finding part. And yes.
Yes, thanks Leo. And now I want to introduce our interview findings to you. We totally interviewed 14 people aged from 19 to 25 years old. And we, through our interview questions, we divided into 3 main groups: non-gamers and gamers and Xbox gamers. And here is our total interview findings. And now I want to share some important findings to you. We find that all of them are price sensitive and emphasize the practical is most important things. And then we find that all of them have their own preference in games. Like non-gamers, they didn't play games, but if you let them choose, they only will choose easy to play and 2-player games. And as same for the gamers and Xbox gamers, they only play 1 or 2 kind of games. So lastly, we also find they also have the limited time to play games. Like they only play 1 or 2 hours per day, or maybe during a week they don't have any time to play because they are very busy in their work and their and their studies. So through these 3 main reasons, they just say that they maybe won't choose the Xbox accessories and Xbox Game Pass. And we use this for our recommendation. And now I want to invite Lina to continue.
So before we dive into our recommendations, we'd like to show our short teaser video. So please enjoy it.
Hello everyone, this is the Xbox Newsroom. Today's top news is the strategy of expanding the use of Xbox Game Pass and Xbox accessory in China to target PC gamers. Let's hear the full story from our reporters.
Research has shown that China has strict gaming regulations the gaming market in China is largely dominated by PC and mobile games. Moreover, interviewing with non-Xbox gamers indicates that the Game Pass subscription is not appealing enough, and so are its accessories.
So there are two key strategies for Xbox to take off in the Chinese market. The first one is a partnership with the internet cafe on Yuanka for a year. This plan includes setting up Xbox game zones, offering the Xbox and cafe package deals, and hosting the local gaming tournaments. To make the tournaments more exciting, we will have the popular influencers as MC. Two illustrative changes. For Game Pass, users can choose to pay either before or after the gaming session, and they only charge for the hours they play. For accessories, the target market can be schools in China who use Microsoft license, and they can rent large quantities of headset in a certain amount of time with better price.
So these strategies help Xbox can attract new customers, increase brand awareness, improve marketing impact, and build customer loyalty with its Game Pass and accessories.
We are looking forward to the chance in the future. So far, this is Xbox Newsroom. Thank you and see you next time.
Next slide. So now, before we dive into our first recommendation, I'm gonna introduce about Wangwi Wanka that I suggest in our video. And Wangwi Wanka, also called Wangwu, is the biggest internet cafe chain in China. So they've got over 600 stores in more than 100 cities in China, and their spaces combine gaming, chill out zones, and also food, and even more like co-working. So what's really cool is that, as you can see, they run esports hotels with high-end gaming setups, so people can stay, play, and compete all in one place. And on top of that, they regularly host gaming tournaments and offline events. So as you can see, this kind of events help them build loyal gamer communities through physical experiences. Okay, next slide. So let's take a closer look at our strategic alliance with them. Strategic alliance allow companies to share resources and reduce costs, and also manage risk more effectively, especially when entering new market. So it also makes it easier to overcome legal and political barrier by working closely with local companies. So in this reason, we suggest that Xbox partners with Wangwi Wanka for 1 year. As part of this partnership, we propose setting up a dedicated Xbox game zone inside their internet cafe. Here, users can enjoy both console and PC games in the game zones, so they can naturally enjoy that kind of things. And next is we recommend introducing a bundle production, combining a Game Pass subscription with a daily internet cafe pass at a discounted price. So this kind of cross-selling can attract more customers for both companies and also make bigger mutual marketing effect. Next. Also, we suggest launching local gaming tournaments in collaboration with Wangwi Wanka. These events can require players to use Xbox Game Pass and accessories, providing a fun and interactive way to experience the products. So the tournaments can help build a stronger gaming community through offline player interaction, while also encouraging them to stay connected with Xbox over time. Additionally, by partnering with local famous influencers, the Xbox can promote the events more effectively, attract a wider audience, and create greater buzz online. And overall, this strategic alliance will help Xbox reach new customer segments, build a strong community, increase loyalty and long-term engagement with Xbox with their Chinese gamers. So now let's move on to the next recommendation.
Okay, next slide please. So we move forward to differentiation strategy for Game Pass, and we want to use time-based billing to attract more customers and become different from other competitors. And we discovered there are two possible ways to implement this. The first one is paying upfront. This one is more preferable because user can prepay a specific duration they want to play, and I think this one will be most perfectly suitable for parents because like other Asian parents, they don't actually like their kid playing games, and one of the reasons is because they cannot control their gaming time. So this one can allow them to control their kid gaming times and also enable them to follow the Chinese regulation more closely. And the second one is paying later. This one we got inspired from a popular model, pay now, pay by later. But this one can be a little bit more complex because user may need to verify the account first, pay the first hour as a deposit, and then pay the exact hour times they have played later. And the reason why I say it's quite complicated because it depends on how the Xbox can make a well-developed policies with high transparency, so can protect the Xbox from risk and also reduce customer feeling unfairness. And can we move to the next slide? So to support the ideas, we think that Xbox can integrate time checking with time checking platform or build its own because time checking can benefit user in many ways, like adding financial planning, reducing excessive play time, and also supporting Chinese regulation. And for paying later, like I said, is quite a lot of risk. And for unpaid usage, the solution we come up with is contacting with user or blacklisting them from Xbox and Microsoft store because we have their personal information, so I think we can do it. And the next one is Eugene for accessory.
Thanks, Lara. And now I will introduce our differentiation strategy for the accessories, the Xbox rental project. We target coding school in China. And there is two examples of coding school in China. One is Beijing Bawei University, and the other is Beida Jade Bird. These two schools are very famous coding school in China, and they both in Beijing. And both of schools focus on the practical IT skills and teaching students about programming and some software development and other techniques, tools. And next. And there's so many coding schools like that too in China. Many already have the Microsoft license but don't have the high quality accessories. That's a big opportunity for us. The school can rent the Xbox accessories for at least 6 months with a minimum of 20 units. To manage control, each device is registered by the QR code and linked to the school's information. If a product is slightly damaged, the school can continue renting after a review. But if that badly damaged or lost, the school should pay about 50% to 70% of its values. That will build the product control and the trust with schools. But we didn't stop there. Next slide. Yeah, we also suggest linking rental with the trial games. That will give both students and the schools the full Xbox experience. And also we just use the Xbox can disable the Bluetooth on the return items to prevent misuse. So through this strategy, the Xbox can boost both awareness and usage of accessories and bring the students full and hands-on experience, turning them into the Xbox future customers. Next one. In short, China offers both big challenges and great opportunities. So Xbox can, by understanding what the students care about, like price, value, and experience, we can offer some flexible solutions like our strategic alliances with a local internet cafe, and also differentiation for both accessories and the Game Pass. We can just grow strongly in the Chinese market and increase sales of both Game Pass and accessories with the next generation of users. Thank you for listening.
Well done.
Any questions?
Any question online? Jimmy, Aaron, Patrick? Any question on your side?
No question, Anne, but just wanted to say great work by the team, and I love the bravery and courage to do the video, something very unique. And again, I think that takes a lot of effort and a lot of courage to sit down and videotape each other and ask questions like that. So fantastic effort and added a lot of colour to the presentation today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.